This video is brought to you by Dr. Kristen R. Bromley's Guitar Method Book Series and Online Music Academy.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kristen Bromley. Welcome to my online academy. I sure enjoy being here helping you with playing the guitar. This is lesson 5 in this mini course on finger picking. So, in lessons 1, 2, and 3, we worked on some foundational patterns for 4/4 time and also some foundational movements in these patterns. In the first lesson, we worked on thumb, index, middle, ring. So we worked on a pattern that had that twice per measure. In lesson 2, we did the reverse. Thumb, ring, middle, index. We did that twice per measure. And then in lesson 3, we combined the two. Thumb, index, middle, ring, thumb, ring, middle, index. Then in lesson 4, we used some of that same type of movement, only we did it for 3/4 times. So we had a pattern P, I, M, A, M, I, 1 and 2 and 3 and classic place to start with 3/4 time. Classic pattern for 3/4 time. Now in this lesson, we're going to do another pattern for 3/4 time. It's going to use some alternate movements. So far we've always gotten thumb, index, middle, ring, or thumb, ring, middle, index, or some sort of index, middle, ring, middle, index. All of them sort of to the adjacent finger, adjacent thumb. In this one, we're going to go thumb, index, middle, index, ring, middle. So that's really going to change it up a little bit. Now, if the PIMA has slipped your mind, or you're just jumping in here on lesson 5, P represents thumb, I index, M middle, and A ring. I got a ring on that finger, that's how you can remember that. So these are the letters that match up with the Italian words and the Spanish words for thumb, index, middle, and ring. And since the guitar was born in Spain and Italy, then it makes sense that those are the universal letters we use. So written up here above our rhythmic values, which are all eighth notes, we have thumb, index, middle, index, ring, middle. P-I-M-I-A-M. Now, when learning a new pattern, as we always will do in this mini course, we can do it with E minor first, because we don't have to worry about our left hand. We'll pluck that low 6th string. Index is always going to pluck the notes on the 3rd string. Middle is always going to pluck the notes on the 2nd string. Ring is always going to pluck the notes on the top string. And we're going to have thumb, index, middle, index, ring, middle. Thumb, index, middle, index, ring, middle. P, I, M, I, A, M. Thumb, index, middle, index, ring, middle. P, I, M, I, A, M. And you can do that as many times as you need to until it's comfortable. Then you want to try and speed it up. That down, then we're going to plug it into a song or a chord progression. For this lesson, I'm going to use the chord progression and from the song, and then we'll actually play the song on top of Old Smoky. So that's a song that's in 3/4 time. I have the chord progression written up here on the board, but you also have it if you download the sheet music. Free copy of the sheet music is available with the link below, down in the description below. So PDF copy, you can just download that. Easy peasy. We're going to have one time on A, 4 times on D, 4 times on A, 4 times on E7, 4 times on A, 4 times on D, 4 times on A, 4 times on E7, and then 3 times on A, and we'd be back to the other A. Really, they're all 4 except we start off on A. So we'll go ahead and do that pattern with that chord progression. Now, when we're plucking an A chord, sometimes finding the bass note, because our thumb is always going to pluck the bass note of the chord, which can change between strings 4, 5, and 6. finding that, we've got the open A string for the A chord. That's the 5th string. We got the open D string for the D chord. That's the 4th string. And we're going to have the open E, the low 6th string for the E7. So we'll go ahead and do this pattern with this chord progression. So here you go. 1 and 2 and go. And we have A, as I've mentioned in other lessons in this fingerpicking course, I won't be going over how to play any of the chords, but if you need help with how to play any of the chords that we run into, there are quick answer videos that can get you going. There's also the basic chords and strumming mini course, which takes you through all the basic chords, gets you familiar with all of those. Let's do this one a little bit faster. So you have 1, 2, 3, P-I-M. And sometimes we'll slow down the last time and then strum into it. Okay, now before we sing the melody, or before we play this with me singing the melody, go ahead and play the melody. On the sheet music, you've got the melody written out in both standard music notation and in tablature. If you don't know how to do either, there's quick answer videos that can get you going. There's also the full-on Guitar 101 course that uses the method books. There's the method books themselves and the videos that come with those. So there's method books on note reading and tablature. So lots of places to get help. It's a good idea to sing the melody while playing it. This can help us actually learn to sing the melody. And in singing the melody, it can actually help us play it a little better, especially if we're reading the tablature and just kind of have to go through with intuition. So we're going to go ahead and play this one starting on, I'll give us 3, 1, 2 in the pickup. Now, when plucking the notes with your right hand, you can use your thumb. You can alternate thumb and index, or you could alternate index and middle. Those are all techniques that we would use when playing melodies in fingerstyle. If you get into playing more than just these finger picking patterns, which are great for accompanying singing or somebody else playing the melody, if you want to get into playing solo guitar, then it's good to start learning to alternate the fingers or the thumb and the index, or to play melodies with the thumb. All those things those are all techniques that we end up using when playing solo style guitar. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and play this melody. Here we go. On top of old Smoky, all covered with snow, 3, 1, 2. I lost my true lover. 4 chords into slow. 4 chording is pleasure, and parting is grief. But a false-hearted lover is worse than a thief. Now, if you're watching my right hand, you might notice there were times I use my ring finger as well. So there's different patterns you can use when playing melodies. You can alternate index and middle, index and ring, middle and ring, index, middle, ring. But it doesn't matter what string we're assigned to like it does with the arpeggio patterns that we're playing. It just we just alternate, and we may be plucking the same string with different fingers. So it's a little different there. If you're just getting started, a lot of times it's best just to start with the thumb. That's sometimes an easy way to do that there. Okay, we'll go ahead and put this together and play the chords, sing this melody. Go right about there. Now we'll give it a little bit of an introduction. 3 times on that A, and then on the 4th time on that A, we'll come in with and we'll be in. So you got 3 and 2 and 1 and 2, 3. On top of Old Smoky, all covered with snow, my true lover. 4 chord into slow. 4 chording is pleasure, and parting is grief. But a false hearted lover is worse than a thief. Isn't that the truth? All right, so in the next lesson, in lesson 6, we're going to take a look at some more plucking patterns for 4/4 time, or another plucking pattern for 4/4 time. So we'll move back to 4/4 time using some of the same types of techniques that we started using here in lesson 5. Hope you're having fun with the guitar. Of course, you can use these patterns that we're working on here with folk songs or just with kind of generic chord progressions. You can use them with any songs that match the time signature that they are for. So this one's for 3/4 time. You can use it for any song in 3/4 time. Hope that helps. Hope you're having fun. Take care. We'll see you again.
If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. For more in-depth lessons and to progress through a free guitar course, check out my Guitar 101 series on YouTube and my guitar method books, which all come with access to hours of in-depth video lessons. You can find more information about me and my products at KristenBromley.com. Take care.